Today on Lucky Dog, a 6-month-old Beagle-Terrier mix is jumping at the chance to have a family.
Thank you. Best puppy kisses.
He might be exactly what a couple is looking for after a year marred by tragedy.
My mother passed away from cancer. My dad died 6 months later. And then a few months later, my cousin Steph died.
But their hobbies could stand in the way of the safe placement of an energetic young puppy.
Leave it. I'm Eric Rashi, and this is my wife Rashi. And we've dedicated our lives to saving the lonely, unwanted dogs that are living without hope. Our mission is to make sure that these amazing animals find a purpose, a family, and a place to call home. Today, one dog will be saved, and one family will have a new best friend. This is Lucky Dog.
Presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements. Today, Eric and Rashi are in Tampa, Florida, visiting with Air Force veteran Ryan Bodge and his service dog, Bradley.
So I was in service for 27 years. On one particular deployment to Iraq, we ended up having an attack, and a rocket ended up hitting in close proximity to me. That rocket that hit ended up blowing me down to the ground, ended up perforating my eardrum. Someone in my chain of command, which I'm thankful for it, said, "You need to go to the doc." So they did some brain scans, and they were able to tell me that I had some damage.
Ryan now has mobility issues, which Bradley helps him with.
Bradley's able to reach him in a way nobody else can. He doesn't have to talk to Bradley. He can just love on him.
Bradley can retrieve a lot of items for me. You know, everything from keys, remote, a water out of a refrigerator. He can open doors, close doors. If I'm sitting on the floor or a low stance, I can put almost all my body weight on his back and I can get up.
Bradley also helps Ryan with his post-traumatic stress disorder. Whenever Ryan displays anxiety, such as wringing his hands or bouncing his knee, a simple nudge from Bradley helps him refocus his thoughts.
Bradley changed my life by always being by my side. I look at him pretty much 3 to 4 times a week, if not more, and still can't believe I have him.
Ryan received Bradley from Valors Service Dogs, a nonprofit organization that places service dogs with wounded veterans and first responders.
All of the dogs go through 1.5 to 2 years of training where they learn things like opening and closing doors, getting water out of a refrigerator, recognizing signs of anxiety. Some dogs can learn to pull wheelchairs, retrieve items if somebody has dropped something.
Learning more about Valors service dogs, I have even more respect for what these trainers do, getting these dogs ready for people that are in absolute need of this help.
The program is possible because of donors, volunteers, and sponsors like Nutramax Laboratories.
Nutramax donates joint health supplements to each of our dogs, and they support us financially by sponsoring a dog a year. We put a lot of strain on a mobility dog, and so it's imperative that we keep them as healthy as possible in their joints so that they can work for 10 or 11 years.
They are doing a lot of complicated activities with their handlers. They have to have very healthy muscles and joints to be able to perform those tasks for the lifetime of their service.
Joint health issues can make them less willing to do their job or make them slower in reacting to commands, and we really need them to be on top of their game.
After spending the day with Ryan and Bradley, Eric and Rashi say their goodbyes. Then, as they head out, they receive a text message from the shelter.
They have a dog that's available. His name is Marley. They think he's around 6 months or younger. It's a 17-pound Beagle-Terrier mix, a male. Here's his picture.
All right.
They're running out of space at the shelter, so they really need someone to get him out.
All right, well, when we get back to LA, let's get him.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
The next afternoon, Eric heads to the shelter to rescue Marley.
Hey, is this Marley? Hey, I think you're Marley. All right. I'm gonna come in. Hold on. Oh, it's good to meet you. Yeah. Oh, are you the biggest puppy in the world? Yeah. Do you want to get out of here? Okay, let me get a leash.
6-month-old Marley can barely contain his excitement.
Okay.
He doesn't have to wait long before he's on his way out of the shelter. Back at the ranch.
All right, Marley. Here we go.
Marley is treated to a nice, warm bath.
Good job, Marley.
Once the puppy is clean and dry, Eric gives him his bronze training medal.
There we go. Good job, Marley. Let's get to work.
Marley receives a tour of the ranch, starting with the empty training yard.
Yeah. What do we got?
Once Marley seems comfortable, Eric brings in another dog.
Who is that?
And then another human, Rashi.
Where'd you go?
He's a puppy.
Where'd you go?
Let's just sniff. Look at the new space, man.
He's so sweet.
Marley seems to get along with both humans and dogs, so Eric introduces him to the rest of the ranch residents one at a time. Marley is a social butterfly, and Eric and Rashi note that he'll do well in a home where he can receive a lot of attention. Eric spends additional time bonding with Marley, and Rashi gets to work looking for a potential home for him. Before long, she comes across a couple in Southern California looking to rescue a dog.
I'm Cindy, and I live in Santa Barbara with my husband, Michael.
We met like most people do nowadays online. It was like pretty much love at first sight.
Michael and Cindy are an active couple. They enjoy hiking, riding bicycles, and walking along the beach. Cindy is very creative and loves playing the guitar and making mosaics. Michael is a retired contractor and keeps busy with home improvement projects. The past couple of years have been tough. It started when the wellness retreat that Cindy works at was destroyed by a mudslide.
The year after the mud flow, my mom passed away from cancer in January, and then my dad had dementia. And 6 months later, he passed away. In November, my cousin Steph passed away, and she had been struggling with cancer that went away, came back.
After all of the heartbreak, Michael and Cindy are ready to experience the love and joy that a dog brings.
It's going to get us out of the house. I'm really looking forward to going on walks with the dog and go to the beach, go to the park, and just full-on playtime.
Come on, Marley.
Before Eric can determine if Michael and Cindy are a good match for Marley, he'll have to do an assessment.
Oh, wow, you are hyper. Today I'm going to be assessing Marley's knowledge of the 6 classic cues, which are sit, stay, down, come, leave it, and loose leash walking.
What about a sit? Do you think we have enough patience for a sit?
That's a no. What about a down?
A little bit. Not quite, though.
Not quite.
All right. What about a little leave it?
Oh, yeah, didn't think so. Marley's a puppy. Marley knows absolutely nothing. It's going to be really fun to see how he retains the information that we're going to be giving him and to mold him into the puppy that we'd like him to be.
Yeah.
Coming up, an adopter's hobby presents a unique challenge.
I want to make sure that if these little pieces fall on the ground, that he knows to leave them. Leave it.
Here's a health and wellness moment from Cosequin. Large breed dogs like labs and shepherds that are frequently used as service dogs require healthy joints to perform their duties effectively. Because of this, it's important that their handlers pay special attention to potential signs of joint issues, including stiff and swollen joints, limping, slowness in getting up after lying down, and difficulty climbing stairs. It's also important that owners of large breed dogs manage their dog's joint health by providing them with a healthy diet, watching their weight, and making sure that they get plenty of daily exercise. At the first sign of a joint issue, schedule a visit with your veterinarian to help diagnose any medical conditions and determine an appropriate treatment plan for your dog.